Have you ever wondered whether Italians eat pizza every day? Is it true they refuse to drink cappuccino after lunch? Is that allowed? Do all Italians wave their hats around when they're talking? And has every Sicilian got connections to the mafia? Some of the famous stereotypes of Italians are true, but some of them are completely false. Today I'm going to try and separate fact from fiction based on my personal experience. By the end of the video, you should have a much better idea of which stereotypes about Italians are true and the extent to which some of them are completely or partly false. And this may completely transform how you see Italy. Okay, let's start with number one. Do Italians eat pizza every day? And that's false. Despite being one of the world's favourite foods, Italians do not eat pizza every day. They will typically go out for a pizza on a regular basis or dial in a pizza, often at weekends. In my experience, Italians eat pasta more often than they eat pizza. And there's a strange thing I've noticed. Italians will often drink beer when they're eating pizza, which I find quite odd. Interesting fact about pizza: bread-related snacks go back a long way, but actually pizza was a relatively recent invention from Naples. Number two, pasta was brought to Italy by Marco Polo from China. This is false. This is one of Italy's biggest food-related myths. There is evidence of pasta in circulation in Italy well before Marco Polo returned to Italy. Arab travellers in Sicily described pasta in the 12th century. So where did this Marco Polo story come from? Well, there was a fictional promotional account published in America in 1929. Sorry, the Americans, this one's your fault. Number three, the Caesar salad has something to do with Julius Caesar. This is actually false. A Caesar salad was invented by an Italian immigrant. He'd emigrated to Tijuana, Mexico. And in the 1920s, this salad was invented using local ingredients by someone of the name Caesar Cardini. Number four, Italians only drink cappuccino for breakfast. Well, this is actually true. Italians will rarely drink a cappuccino after breakfast. It is a breakfast drink. Yes, you can order it and no one's gonna stop you from drinking cappuccino if you're on holiday, but Italians will typically not drink a milky drink after dinner because they'll consider they've got a full stomach and they'll have a short espresso rather than a long milky drink. Bit of a sensitive one, number five. Every Sicilian has got some relations in the mafia. This is actually false, and will upset a lot of Sicilians if you suggest they are linked to the mafia. It's one of the most damaging stereotypes related to Sicilians, and just consider if this kind of thing, national stereotype, was used against people of other nationalities. It is true, organised crime has always been part of Sicily's history, but there are other groups in Sicily's history as well: the Greeks, the Romans, the Phoenicians, the Carthaginians, the Spanish, the Germans, the Bourbons. So the next time you're thinking about making a witty quip about Sicilians and mafia, just think about this. They may have heard this hundreds of times. I've heard it hundreds of times, and people think it's the first time they've used on me. They think it's really funny. I don't. So please have some consideration. Look at it from this perspective. Your view of organised crime may be based on an American movie or a TV series. Their experience of organised crime is based on reality, which is quite different. Number six, Italians speak the same language. Well, this is partly true and partly not true. The adoption of Standard Italian did begin after Italian unification in 1861, and its reach has extended through the use of TV and radio. Children are taught Italian at school. However, each region has its own regional accent and dialect. You'll find Northern Italian speech is more clipped, and Southern Italian, it sounds different and some of the words are different. For example, in the books and the TV series of Inspector Montalbano, if you read the books, it actually uses some Sicilian, and Italians won't necessarily understand what that means. Number 7, Italians love garlic in everything. Can't believe I'm saying this. This is obviously false. The Italians and the French do use garlic in their cooking, but they'll only use it where it's appropriate. This heavy use of garlic is more to do with foreign interpretations of Italian food. Number 8, Italians do talk a lot and argue a lot about food. In my experience, this is actually true. It's quite common at the dinner table to talk about what you're going to have at your next meal and start planning it. It's quite common. It's quite common to discuss how certain meals are to be prepared. And yes, it can get quite shouty and noisy because different regions and even different families have certain ways of preparing certain things. Obviously, no one ever argues with the nonna. Number 9, all Italian food involves tomatoes. This is actually false. Although tomatoes are heavily used in Italian cooking, tomatoes were only introduced to Italy in the 16th century by the occupying Spanish forces. Number 10, all Italians are obsessed with fashion, wear designer clothes, and are always immaculately styled. This is false, but there's some truth to it as well. Italians will not necessarily wear branded designer goods. That's true. They are more likely to adhere to cultural norms of dress though, and that could be colours and various other things. Seasonal combinations. One thing you might find that's different, Italians tend to wear clothes based on the season rather than the weather. That's one to look out for. There are also some cultural norms about how you dress in public, what you will and you won't wear. And you will find the dressing up, particularly in certain social situations, parties, weddings, that kind of thing. You'll see really, really high-end dress sense there. Recently, dress is also changing, particularly with the youngsters. The youngsters are more interested in foreign brands of sportswear. Did you agree with my views on Italian stereotypes? Do you have experiences to the contrary? And are there any other Italian stereotypes you'd like me to cover? Join me for part 2. Click here to get even closer to Italy and Sicily.